Jets were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hey, check. 3 down. 24 is the mic.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This defense for the Jets, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
24 is the mic. Switch up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
31's the mic. All day, every day, any day.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they try to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
You sound the coaches tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use on paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Let's bring it. 24 is the mic. Who that? Who that?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's a 2nd down.
We got head. Everybody scoot up. Head. Hey, watch 28. Double time.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa out to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now Wilson. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That throw, Charles, on the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the...
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
24's the mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll buy some time right. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
31's the mic. It's just me and you.
Tua now on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. These 2 teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
49 to Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
The turnover differential.
without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at half. Halftime will send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here complete to Kelsey. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Options galore here, second and a few inches. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action now. Wilson escaping the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The point after is good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. 2 and now on first down. Being chased out left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gott.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best.
He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Dolphins 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Looking to pass. Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tight is right.
Tua sets up to pass it. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Twist.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11.
They can't hang with us. There go Mike 20, Mike 20.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Now Tua. trying to improvise. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
24's the mic.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Come on, let's go. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Gordon. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
49.
Tua going to run the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tagovailoa, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it will tie our game here in the 3rd. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
24's the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. So we got man.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Take it in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Tua. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Butler, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Big hold to the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
31's the mic.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike 17. Mike 17.
On play action, here's Tua. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Mike 17.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. The left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. Yeah. 49.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Tua going to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. Got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that first down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. As they run the counter play. 187 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. Dolphins 23. Team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Like 17.
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Like 17, like 17. Oh, yeah.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Cat out of bounds. How about the urgency that they had, as well as to understand where they are on the field.
Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And to give this time to the tailback. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. team. We have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Now Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
210 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.